भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो 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 भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Good afternoon, all of you. Please open your prayer book. We'll chant the prayers on page 7 and 8 together. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतंगमय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Go to page 24 in your prayer book. Page 24. If a man continuously hears bad words, thinks bad thoughts, does bad actions, his mind will be full of bad impressions, and they will influence his thought and work without his being conscious of the fact. Similarly, if a man thinks good thoughts and does good works, the sum total of these impressions will be good, and they in a similar manner will force him to do good, even in spite of himself. So these are the words of Swami Vivekananda, and here Swamiji is stressing on the importance of thought. He says that a single thought has far-reaching consequences. When we have good thoughts or nice thoughts in our mind, we end up doing good actions and we develop good habits which help us to lead a normal or a happy life. Similarly, when we have wrong thoughts or bad thoughts in our mind, we end up doing wrong actions and we develop wrong habits which don't help to improve ourselves personally or professionally. So that's why Swamiji says we should have good thoughts, and these thoughts help us to do things in the proper manner or the way in which it should be done. So in this context, I would like to narrate a small anecdote from a book. So this is about a small child and a balloon seller. So a balloon seller sells balloons on the beach, and he takes a red color balloon and he fills helium into that balloon and leaves it into the sky. And because of the natural tendency of the helium, the balloon rises up into the sky, and all the children on the beach, they happen to see that balloon, they get attracted towards it, and they force their parents for a balloon and they go and buy the balloon. So that is how he sells balloons on the beach. So one day, this child, which I referred earlier, meets the balloon seller and he asks him a question. He says, "You always use a red color balloon and it goes up into the sky. And you have many other color balloons with you. You have a black, yellow, blue and purple color balloon. Does or do these balloons also have a chance to go up into the sky? Can a black color balloon go up into the sky?" Then the balloon seller says, yes. In fact, it is not the color of the balloon which makes it to go into the sky, but the helium which is present inside it. So that is the thought within us, where we are from, what our education is, how we look, complexion, the way we behave, doesn't make any difference, right? The thought which is there in our mind, the thought process which we have, makes us to be what we are. So that is what Swamiji stresses here, right? One thought which is correct definitely helps us to lead a normal life, just as that balloon which rises up above the other balloons. So we also, when we have good thoughts in our mind and when we try to implement them, definitely we will stand above others and we'll be able to beat the competition which we all face in our real life. Again, here Swamiji says, all the actions that we see in the world, all the movement in human society, all the works that we have around us are simply the display of thought, the manifestation of the will of man. So, everything which we are able to see around us, all the facilities which we are able to enjoy today, are the result of the thought which arised in the mind of a man. We all had a thought and we worked on that thought and we have created all these comforts around us. So it is the will of the man, the thought which came into the mind of the man, that has created all these facilities and technology which we are able to use today. So that is what Swamiji says here, right? That will and that thought together when we have, we will be able to reach our goal and lead a normal and a happy life. So here also I would like to narrate another anecdote about a child and his mother. So his mother wants this child to be a footballer, but this child is not interested in football. Even though he is skilled and talented and he has a natural talent of playing football, he is not interested in it. Still his mother takes him every day for practice and early morning 5 o'clock he goes along with his mother to the playground and practices football every day disinterestingly because he has no interest in that game. This goes on for many days and whenever there is a match for that club or the team which he plays, he is always an extra player because everyone knows that he would not play well, so he doesn't get a chance to play in the match. So one particular day, it was an important match for the team and 4 to 5 players in that team get hurt while playing and they had to retire. They could not go back onto the field and continue the game. So the coach had no other option than sending this boy. He knew that he would not play well and he would disturb the game and he calls the child and says, just go and be present in the ground and do nothing. Don't disturb the other players. If you do that, that is what you are doing for the team. That would be as if you are playing well. He says yes and he goes into the ground. And to the surprise of his coach and his team players, he performs outstandingly and he plays so well that they win the match only because of that boy. Out of surprise, the coach after the game calls that boy and asked him, how come you played so well? You normally don't do this. Then he says, I came here because of my mother and now my mother is no more. She is dead. And I believe that she is up in the sky and she is looking at me now. And I didn't want to disappoint her. So that's why I played well according to my talent. So that thought that his mother was looking at him made him to play well. So that is the power of a single thought. That is why we should never take these thoughts easy. And that is the reason Swamiji stresses every time again and again only on the thought process of us. So in this paragraph, Swamiji says that we should have a thought and we should have a will to fulfill that thought. Then definitely we will be able to reach our goal. So this is what I wanted to share with you all. Thank you for listening. Have a pleasant evening.